I'm the director of the planning organization here at Puget Sound Energy, which is responsible for planning the infrastructure and maintenance to ensure the pipeline and electric delivery system are safe, reliable, and clean. We'd like to share how Puget Sound Energy plans its electric and pipeline system investments to ensure we meet all customers' energy needs. We'll walk through a series of short videos on each step and talk about where we are enhancing our processes in the future to ensure equitable outcomes of the investments we will make. But first, let's start with the basics about Puget Sound Energy's system and how energy flows. PSE's territory spans almost 6,000 square miles and serves a population of more than 4 million. The electric service territory spans as far north as Whatcom County and as far south as Thurston County and east to Kittitas County. The pipeline system overlaps in areas of King County, Thurston County, and parts of Pierce County and Kittitas County. Gas customers are also served in parts of Snohomish County, Seattle, Tacoma, Gig Harbor, and Lewis County. PSE has over 3,100 employees that are trained and highly qualified to keep the lights on and piped energy flowing to customers' homes. PSE also employs many contract service providers in order to support emergency response as well as perform construction activities to make improvements to the electric grid and pipeline system to meet growing energy demands and address reliability and integrity concerns. At one of PSE's wind facilities, the Wild Horse Wind Farm Visitor Center, PSE has over 2,600 solar panels, bringing solar energy into the renewable energy portfolio. PSE also operates 3 large wind farms that bring about 20% of the power to customers. PSE is the 3rd largest wind producer in the United States, with our first installation in 2005. Over a third of the power supply for PSE's customers comes from hydroelectric power. The bulk of it is purchased from large Columbia River dams. The PSE owns 2 hydroelectric facilities, the Baker River Power Plant up north and the Snoqualmie River Power Plant. 8% of our power comes from these facilities. The completed Baker River Power Plant in 1927 has been serving clean energy for decades. The remainder of the power that supplies customers' homes is from natural gas peaking power plants and a coal plant in Montana. PSE is divesting from the coal power plant as it moves to more renewable energy to meet the Clean Energy Transformation Act. This generation then flows to PSE's operation of over 2,600 miles of transmission lines that operate between 55,000 volts and 500,000 volts. PSE operates over 20,000 miles of distribution line, over half of which are underground, for improved reliability. These lines operate between 12,000 volts and 34,000 volts. Distribution lines are installed primarily in the public right-of-way, while some of PSE's transmission lines are installed to forest land, for example, the lines that cross the Cascade Mountains. PSE's infrastructure is aging, with some assets over 80 years old. As power flows at higher voltages, it is reduced or transformed to lower voltage levels through 50 transmission substations and over 350 distribution substations in summer and winter to keep the lights on. So a recap: power flows from generation sources through transmission lines to substations that reduce the voltage for distribution. Electricity flows through distribution lines to more voltage transformation substations as it travels to pole top transformers and into customer service lines to homes and appliances. To understand the natural gas system, let's start at the source. About half of the gas is obtained from producers and marketers in British Columbia and Alberta, and the rest come from the Rocky Mountain states. All of this supply flows through Williams Pipeline System to PSE city gate stations, where the pressure of the gas is reduced and odor is introduced into the gas flow. PSE also purchases renewable natural gas from 3 facilities in the region, including sewer treatment facilities and landfills. We co-own and operate the Pacific Northwest's largest natural gas storage depot, the Jackson Prairie Underground Natural Gas Storage Facility in Lewis County. PSE stores up to 12.9 billion cubic feet of natural gas also in Questar's Clay Basin underground facilities in northeast Utah. The 14th largest gas storage reserve in the country, this 3,200-acre reserve can hold up to 44 billion cubic feet of natural gas. First opened in 1970, Jackson Prairie's natural gas reserves can meet up to 25% of the Pacific Northwest's peak demand on the coldest winter days. PSE and its commercial sister company, Puget LNG, co-own the LNG or liquefied natural gas facility at the Port of Tacoma, commissioned in 2022. The facility has the ability to liquefy up to 250,000 gallons of LNG a day and store the product in an 8 million gallon LNG storage tank. This stored gas supply resource can then both serve PSE's natural gas customers and provide fuel for maritime vessels and trucks. All the gas we acquire is transported into our service area, where it is distributed to customers through more than 26,000 miles of PSE-owned gas mains and service lines. PSE operates less than 30 miles of gas transmission lines. As gas flows, pressure is reduced through more than 555 pressure-reducing stations. Transmission, or typically higher pressure pipelines, operate between 80 and 820 pounds per square inch. After pressure reduction, the bulk of PSE delivery system is distribution, operating between 5 and 60 pounds per square inch of pressure. So a recap. Pipeline energy flows from Williams pipeline sources through city gate stations to high-pressure pipelines. Energy flows to pressure-reducing stations into distribution lines, through service lines to customers' homes and appliances. PSE's planning process will continue to evolve to harvest the benefits of these 2 energy delivery systems to complement the desires of PSE's customers and deliver safe and reliable and affordable energy.